Hello friends, welcome all of you. Today we discuss 12th Science Physics Elasticity topic with some MHTCT objectives with proper solutions. So let's start today's video. The first objective of this topic is on increasing the length by 0.5 mm in a steel wire of length 2 meter and area of cross section it is 2 mm square. The force required is Young's modulus given it is 2.2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. Let's see options. Option A is 1.1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton. Option B is 1.1 into 10 raised to 4 Newton. Option C is 1.1 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. And option D is 1.1 into 10 raised to 2 Newton. Let's see solution of this objective. We know that force having the formula Y A small l, that means extension divided by the original length. So putting the values of Young's modulus, area of cross section, extension and original length in this formula, we have to get 2.2 into 10 raised to 11 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by the 2. Solving this, we have to get the final answer. In simplest form, it is F is equals to 1.1 into 10 raised to 2 Newton. That means option D is correct. Let's see second objective. Steel and copper wires of same length are stretched by the same weight one after the other. Young's modulus of steel and copper are 2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square, 1 and 1.2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. We have to find out here the ratio of increase in length. Let's see option for this objective. Option A is 2 by 5, option B is 3 by 5, option C is 5 by 4 and option D is 5 by 2. So let's see solution of this. Extension, that means small l is equals to capital F capital L divided by area of cross section into the Young's modulus. Simplifying this equation and putting the values, we have to find out here the increase in the length in the form of the ratio. That means L of S, that means increase in length in terms of the steel, divided by L of copper is equals to Young's modulus of copper divided by Young's modulus of the steel. Because here extension and Young's modulus, these are in the inverse relation. So here force, length and area of cross section are constant. So putting the values in this formula, we have to get L of S, that means L of steel divided by length of the copper is equals to 1.2 into 10 raised to 11 divided by 2 into 10 raised to 11. So simplifying this simple calculation, we have to get the final answer. It is the 3 by 5. That means here option B is correct. Let's see next objective. If longitudinal strain for a wire is 0.03 and its Poisson's ratio is 0.5, then its lateral strain is. Options are option A is 0.003, option B is 0.0075, option C is 0.015 and option D is 0.4. Let's see solution of this objective. First, we have to write the formula, that means Poisson's ratio. It is nothing but it is the ratio of lateral strain divided by the longitudinal strain. So putting the values in this equation, we have to get sigma, that means 0.5 is equals to lateral strain divided by 0.03. So outside taking this lateral strain term, we have to get Lateral strain is equals to 0.5 into 0.03. So simple multiplication, we have to get the final answer, it is 0.015. That means here option C is correct. Let's see next objective. A rod is fixed between 2 points at 20 degrees Celsius. The coefficient of linear expansion of material of rod is 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 5 per degree Celsius, and Young's modulus is 1.2 into 10 raised to 11 Newton per meter square. Find the stress developed in the rod if temperature of rod becomes 10 degree Celsius. Let's see options for this. Option A is 1.32 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per meter square. Option B is 1.10 into 10 raised to 15 Newton per meter square. Option C is 1.32 into 10 raised to 8 Newton per meter square. And option D is 1.10 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square. Let's see how to solve this objective. The solution for this, as we know that in our theory, thermal stress having the formula y is equals y into alpha into the delta of the theta. So putting the values of the y, alpha and delta theta in this equation, we have to get y given it is the 1.2 into 10 raised to 11. Coefficient of linear expansion it is 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 5, and temperature difference, that means 20 minus 10. So solving this, we have to get thermal stress is equals to 1.32 into 10 raised to 7 Newton per meter square. So here option A is correct. Let's see next objective. A 5 meter long wire is fixed to the ceiling. A weight of 10 kg is hung at the lower end and is 1 meter above the floor. The wire was elongated by 1 millimeter. Energy is stored in the wire due to stretching is. So here we have to calculate the energy. So first options are, option A is 0, option B is 0.05 joule, option C is 100 joule, and option D is 500 joule. So let's see solution. We have to know that work done, that means energy stored, W is equals to 1/2 load into extension, that means 1/2 F into the small l. So F in terms of the weight, that means in terms of the mass, W is equals to 1/2 into M into the small g into the small l. So putting the values of M, small g and small l in this equation, we have to get W is equals to 1/2, as it is mass given it is the 10, acceleration due to gravity it is also 10, and extension, that means small l, 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So solving this calculation, we have to get the final answer, it is 0.05 joule. That means here option B is correct. Let's see next objective. If a rubber ball is taken at the depth of 200 meter in a pool, its volume decreases by 0.1%. If the density of water is 1 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube and acceleration due to gravity having the value 10 meter per second square, then the volume elasticity in Newton per meter square will be. Let's see options. Option A is 10 raised to 8. Option B is 10 raised to 9, option C is 2 into 10 raised to 8, and option D is 2 into 10 raised to plus 9. So let's see how to solve this objective. As we know that capital K is equals to delta P divided by delta V by V. So simplifying this again formula, we have to get capital K is equals to H rho G divided by delta V by V. So putting the values in the equation, we have to get capital K is equals to 200 into 10 raised to 3 into the 10 divided by 0.1 divided by the 100. So we have to get the final answer. It is the volume elasticity in terms of Newton per meter square. It is K is equals to 2 into 10 raised to plus 9. So here option D is correct. The next objective is, which one of the following statements is wrong? Wrong statement we have to find out. First option, it is the Young's modulus for a perfectly rigid body is 0. Option B is bulk modulus is relevant for solids, liquids and gases. Option C is rubber is less elastic than steel. And option D is Young's modulus and shear modulus are relevant for solids. So from our theory knowledge, the answer it is the option A, that means Young's modulus for a perfectly rigid body is 0. Let's see next objective. Write copper, steel, glass and rubber in order of increasing coefficient of elasticity. Remember here copper, steel, glass and rubber are in order in the increasing coefficient of elasticity. So let's see, options are, option A is steel, rubber, copper, glass. Option B is rubber, copper, glass, steel. Option C is rubber, glass, steel, copper, and option D is rubber, glass, copper and the steel. So here correct answer it is option D, that means rubber, glass, copper and the steel having the increasing coefficient of elasticity. So let's see the next objective. The bulk modulus for an incompressible liquid is, this one is our for theory knowledge. Option A is 0, option B is unity, option C is infinity and option D it is between 0 and 1. So here correct answer it is option C, that means it is the infinity. So let's see next objective. Student plots a graph from his reading on the determination of Young's modulus of a metal wire but forgets to label. The quantities on x and y axis may be respectively. So let's see first graph. This one is the y axis, this one is the x axis. Graph it is having the direct variation type. Let's see the options. Option A is weight hung and length increased. Option B is stress applied and length increased. Option C is stress applied and strain developed. And option D is length increased and weight hung. So let's see the correct answer. It is the, as we know that stress and strain, these are directly variation type of the two terms. So here option C is correct. That means stress applied and strain developed. So friends, today we will stop here. We see 10 objective of the elasticity topic. In the next video, we see another next different type of the MCQs with proper solutions.